Hey guys, welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and today we're going to be building just a little bit more, and we're also going to be working on how to get concentrated hellfire. I hope you guys are ready. So today I figured we would go ahead and start building a little bit more, and I've already kind of done a little bit of work off camera, just a tad bit. We got quite a bit to get done today. As you can see, I opened up a little area over here, and this is going to be very important because today we're going to be building some sort of stairwell. And I want to incorporate a stairwell, I think, inside of one of these towers. Now, I need to figure out which tower I'm going to use. Either way, animals are going to go outside. These are going to become interior areas, no longer for animals. So we're going to have to transfer all of these guys to the little pins that I made out here. These are probably going to continue to stay this size, and this can also be expanded. I'm thinking about expanding in this direction, or possibly expanding in this direction here. These are also going to become extra sections of the castle. So we're going to have extra sections of up here, and we're also going to have more room up here for more things, which is going to be really nice. We're gonna make this thing look good, guys. I have a big plan in my head, and these towers are going to be really interesting once we get them done as well. All right, so cows, let's take you. Yeah, this is the funniest looking way of, yeah, sorry guys, this is, oh man, this is embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. Anyways, let's go ahead and put these guys where they belong. In here. There we go. We're gonna try and fit them all in there. We do have a lot of cows, so this could take a little time. Alright, so I got all of them moved. Now I need to figure out how am I gonna get a spiral staircase going through here and actually make it look decent. That's what we're going to work on. I think we can figure it out, but it is going to take a little bit of time. A little bit of trial and error. And I do want to use oak wood for the staircase itself. Actually, I may use, I don't know, I may use something different. Actually, I'm trying to think. Maybe I shouldn't use wood. Maybe I should use the, like, brick material. Maybe just cobblestone? You know, cobblestone might actually look pretty nice. Also, there is another feature that I forgot to mention that backpacks, that mod that I added in here. It adds, if you right-click over a crafting table that's in your inventory, you'll get a portable crafting grid, which is really nice. It's very handy to have that. I mean, honestly, say you're traveling, instead of just placing it down and having to break it, you can just use this, and it works just fine. So, there we go. We can also craft that. It works pretty well. And let's go ahead and see. Alright, I think I might want my stairwell to be in the back here. I think that's going to be one of the best places to have it. Now, the way this is set up is this right here, on this corner edge, because there's two corners on each. This is technically the center block right here where it starts. And this would be where this third section starts. So I think I want to start on this side and see how I can actually extend this up and actually get it to work. That's going to be the challenge for today, is getting this to actually work properly and have a spiral staircase that actually works and goes up. We're going to try. We're going to try and get this done. It's going to take a little bit of trial and error, but I've done a lot of spiral staircase type things. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So we'll do that. This is the 3 up. There's going to have to be a transition area somewhere, because this would be technically the 3 area up here. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to make this work? Making this go up and around. It's the only issue we may encounter. Oh boy. It's raining. When it rains, by the way, our gearboxes break. Oh, we have to fix that soon. We have the ability to fix it now, I think, because we do have a saw, so that'll allow us to hopefully fix that soon. All right, we'll continue to think about this as it starts to rain. This will work. We will get this to work out. Maybe we can just have a flat. No, that won't work. We'll do 2, 2. Maybe we can just do a two wide staircase going up for right now, because that would potentially work. 2 wide, and then we'll have this be here to help propel this up. We need that to go there. Oh no, what was that? What was that? Oh, I bet that's one of them creepers that coming out to try and scare me. I bet. Bet that's what that was. Gonna come out and try and trick me, make me think that there's a creeper out there, and he's gonna kill me. That's what he'll do. All right, so we got this stairwell. We'll get this working. I think this way is going to be a little bit better. Oh man, do creepers not like water? Is that the thing? How's this going to work? Well, man, I may resort to just normal stairs. Because, the way this is turning out, I don't know. Like, I don't mind this too much. That's a definite no right there. Maybe this needs to come out one. I bet that's what we should probably do, and just do a platform. Alright, so I think I come up with a better pattern that'll allow me to get this to work a little bit better. So, we have our cobblestone here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use like wood to kind of fill in the gap. And then right here we'll do another stair. I think incorporating stairs, I figured I would have to add stairs after I tried that other method. It just wasn't gonna work very well. I think this way should work. And it should get us enough height to hopefully on the next layer not have to worry about bumping our head on the ceiling. That's what I don't want, and I know that may end up being a thing. We're gonna find out here. All right, let's go ahead and break this, and we'll have this all fixed so that way none of this shows, as you see here. All right, this is getting a little bit better. We'll remove these pillars here, and you know, kind of doing like a stealth bomber kind of look going on there. Let's get rid of the lamp there. And I think this will work out pretty well. I think this looks a lot better. Oh yeah, much better. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this from this section. These will be changed eventually anyways. But that seems to work out pretty well. We'll keep wrapping this around. And we'll see if this ends up taking us to the other section. Taking us over here. Which, I mean, we could probably set a platform anyways for this, right? We could just have this section right here. Stairwell up. And to this, maybe? I don't know. We'll keep going. Because we don't want to get it too messed up, as we'll be bumping our head, and we don't want that. So yeah, this height seems pretty good. So let's see. I mean, it's kind of very close. It's a very close setup here. And this needs to go up one more, I do believe. That would be... So we don't have that much room. That's just the kind of how these stairs go on this. So let's see if we can move this out really. It's gonna be interesting. Maybe we can actually just drop this whole thing down and make it a little bit closer. I don't know. As you can see, this is my mind thinking about how am I gonna get this build to work correctly. How's this build going to work out? We'll get rid of those. Alright, so after all of that work, I did finally come up with a great design that at least I think it's great. We have the ironwood slabs. I did replace all of the oak slabs with ironwood slabs. I think it looks a lot better because it goes with our theme. Our theme is ironwood slabs with ironwood logs. They look great together along with stone bricks and cobblestone and everything. They kind of fit great together. But yeah, this gets us up to the top level here. And this is going to be our second floor. We're not going to go any higher than this for this build. This is going to be the main floor here, and we're going to do decorations and things like that to make things look a little bit better. We will have other areas like this for probably storage, mass storage of things. This might be storage areas. I'm kind of contemplating what everything is going to be and where everything is going to be at. For right now, this is where our main power is coming from. Yeah, other than that, I think this looks great. We're going to go ahead and go down here. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe have a tower up at the top and have stairwells to get to the tower, whereas everywhere else, we can have stairs coming from this floor. Whereas the bottom, we can have a staircase just like this going all the way up to the top. And I think that would look amazing. This is already looking great, guys. I mean, come on. This is looking good. Now, we do have a 2-wide structure here. And this may look funny, but we're going to put pillars going down here. It's going to kind of disguise the fact, at least on the inside, that those are going in too. But if you want a lot of ironwood, I recommend placing all your saplings together. And this is going to allow you to be able to just crawl up to the top of the tree, vanilla style, you know, how you would do normally oak. And yeah, just kind of gather your trees from here. It's really great. I love the fact that when the sun comes through with the shaders, it actually changes the lighting to green. Like, that's really cool. That's something that actually happens in real life, which is why that's a really cool, interesting feature. But yeah, you can go ahead and you can pillar all the way top, because ironwood is a kind of a pain. Other than or in its normal state, it's kind of a pain to get all the way to the top of the tree. But if you do it like this, you can just make your stairwell all the way up to the top. And then, yeah, just kind of claim your wood as you go. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been working on, and that's what how I've been getting the wood that I'm getting. But yeah, as you can see, we're going to go ahead and do this. Let's go and replace that. Bam, we have our pillars that look like that. And I'm sure we're going to have to do pillars elsewhere, but definitely here as well is going to be a pillar. And this adds depth and everything else to the build and makes things kind of stick out. Nice. So yeah, as you can see, it adds a little bit of extra to this, which is not bad. And you can see this is 3 wide here. Up top, we're going to have another section just like this. And I'll kind of go ahead and get up there and start working on that and show you what I'm talking about. So we'll have this that extends. I don't know if I can reach that block. It's okay, we can go out this way. And yeah, this is how this is going to fit in, just like this. And from the other side, you can see how it looks. It kind of gives it a border, and that's how that's going to be done. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. Pretty easy. Hardest part is figuring out how you're going to change the space around, which is what I've been struggling with. And I don't know. Normally I build my own things and I can just come up with off the top of my head with how I'm going to do it. Here I'm challenging myself by taking a previous build and making it mine. So that's what I want to do, and that's how it's going. It's going pretty good. Guys, I noticed something. Something that's not good. That gearbox is has a little bit of a different texture to it. And that's because it was raining, and while it was raining, it overpowered the windmill here and overpowered the gearbox, which broke the gearbox. So we're going to try and find a solution for that, and the best way to do that is to make wind chimes. Wind chimes are going to give a redstone signal to that gearbox by turning it off. And if it's off, while that thing is spinning a lot faster, it will not break the gearbox. So let's try this. Let's go ahead and get a windmill, or not a windmill, a wind chime. And wind chimes are it's exactly what this is made for. Let's go ahead and find it. They should be... There it is. Oak wind chimes. So we're going to need some strings, we're going to need a wooden pressure plate, and we're going to need the oak plank molding. This is why we couldn't make it before, is because we needed the plank molding. So we have that. Let's go ahead, and I think we have everything we need. This requires the siding, and I think we have the siding as well. So yeah, we have a piece of siding, and we have the oak plank here. Let's go ahead and get a piece of redstone, because we're going to need that for the pressure plate. We'll throw that together. There's the pressure plate. 3 pieces of string. normal string at that. And that should be pretty good, right? So we're gonna need to just take 2 pieces of iron. 2 pieces of iron, guys. And bam, we can go ahead and make a wind chime. Now we are going to need to fix the current gearbox that we have, and what we can do with that, we can either just replace it, but what we're going to do is I think we can just add 2 gears to the gearbox, and it will fix itself. We can go ahead and actually just fix the one that we have. I am going to need some blocks to get up there though, but it is getting dark, so what I should probably do is sleep first. That way any mobs don't, you know, kind of kill me, which would not be a good thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and pillar up here. And we'll go ahead and take care of that windmill. There we go. Alright, so let's do some maintenance. We'll do some maintenance work. Ow, did not mean to fall there. But anyways, you can take this and actually fix it. And now we have a fixed wooden gearbox, but we want to do more than just fix this. This puts off a redstone signal, so we might want to get a slab. I actually just forgot. We have a crafting table here. Let's go ahead and make a slab. And we'll kind of make this look, you know, decent. We'll just pillar back up here on this side as we do this. Okay. We're gonna need a little bit more height. That's okay. Let's go ahead and place our gearbox. And make sure this is facing the right direction by holding Shift and right-clicking with an empty hand. And now up here, we're going to have something for the wind chime to be placed onto. And so we're going to do that. We're going to place that there. So the wind chime, you can see it's got a power of 15 that it can output. Only, like, while I'm hitting it, it's outputting a redstone signal. How this works is if mobs walk around it, or if I walked into it, it would send a redstone signal. If this has nothing hitting it and there's no bad weather, it doesn't send a redstone signal at all. So moving on to our next quest, you can see here, basically it wanted us to go to the nether. I'm pretty sure this quest is going to end up being removed because the way I changed progression, but if we start here at the netherrack, you can see we already gained enough netherrack during last episode, and we're going to need to turn this into ground netherrack. And if you follow the list here, it tells you exactly how to do that and how you should go about doing it. But if you look in your JEI, you can also find out all that information as well. So we did gather netherrack. It is in this chest here. Let's do the crazy stuff that is required for this. It is by putting this in the millstone, and I almost want to clench my teeth before I do it because, oh, it's awful. Yeah, that's what it does. It makes gas sounds. Oh man. It's not good. You want to stand away from it. And I mean, the block distance that you can hear stuff at is a pretty good distance. I'm glad our crafting area is over here and that stays over there doing its thing because, whew, that stuff is really loud and really painful in your ears. But if we take a look here, you can see we have a filtered hopper. That is another thing we're going to have to set up with Better with Mods. It's going to be pretty interesting on how to do this. We'll get it figured out. It's not as difficult as it looks, but it will require us to use ground netherrack. So a filtered hopper, we can go ahead and look at how to make a filtered hopper. A filtered hopper is honestly a very easy to make thing. So we're going to need a couple of these cut pieces of wood, which is perfectly fine. We have it on our inventory. Awesome. We are going to have to bear the sound. Oh no. It's an awful sound, by the way. Awful sound. So now that we're back and we have the items we need, we can go ahead and make this filtered hopper. It is going to require another piece of redstone. That's going to be the main piece, I do believe. We'll take that, throw that in there. Bam. Alright, so we have that. We're going to need 2 pieces up here, a couple of wooden gears. I think we have more wooden gears, right? Or do we use them all? We have 1 there. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. We'll get our wooden gear. Oh. There we go. There's our other wooden gear. Whew. Yeah, that's a horrible noise. And voila, we have a filtered hopper. Alright, so we take this filtered hopper, we're going to need some axles as well. And what we can do is we can take this, and we're going to extend some up on the other side. And what we can do, we can go ahead and get this stopped. So get that stopped for right now. And we need to pillar up. I want this to kind of extend up to the side. And this is where this is going to need to go. Up to the side. Awesome. So, gearbox is going to go here. We're going to have some axles coming this way. Perfect. And we're needing an axle going up. I do believe we can set this up one more. And we're going to need another gearbox here. Alright, and that is working. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a filtered hopper right here. Oh boy. It does seem like, you know, a little odd, but it will work. This will work this way. It's all going to be crammed in one area for right now, but we can actually step up here and we can get this to work. Now, this is going to need something special. Something special. Let's go ahead and grab it. Right here. We're going to need one of these pieces of soul sand. And this is one of the main features. Throw the soul sand inside the filtered hopper section here. And now you're going to have soul sand in here. You're going to need to take the output that this was giving you, the crown netherrack, and we're going to throw that in here. And what it's going to do is it's going to spit out. Oh boy. Horrible noises. A lot of noises, by the way. It's going to spit out hellfire dust. And guys, hellfire dust is going to be very helpful later on. As you can see, we can now make a nether coal, and each nether coal gives us 4 torches. We can also make nether sludge, which will allow us to thus make nether brick and everything else. So, this is also useful for quite a lot of other things that we're going to find out real soon, such as making the bricks. Making concentrated hellfire is very important. And what we're going to need is 8 of them. Inside of our cauldron, we'll cook up, and this will give us the hellfire. The concentrated hellfire. Alright, I'm sure by this point, the sounds of the mill are becoming too much to bear. I'm almost positive that at this point, you're going crazy, and you're like, man, I just want that to stop. Well, I did put a little bit of something in here just to save your sanity. Because this thing can be quite annoying and quite loud. So, in here is the sound muffler. Now, this is a wonderful device. The super sound muffler allows us to do a few things. But as you can see, we are going to need some half-slabbed pieces here. A little bit of wood. We have to bear the sound just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Not too much. But yes. Oh, man. Can that sound be any worse, right? Alright, so all we needed was 4 of those. Oh boy, 4 of those to be able to get a note block. There we go. So, 4 of these will get us enough of these siding, or enough of the siding to be able to get us a note block. And then we can surround that with wool. And voila. We have something that will help reduce that sound, because that is a horrible sound there. And this will completely remove the sound. I'm going to place it right here. As you can hear, if you go to whitelist, we can change this to blacklist mode. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a sound. And you can see currently here's the better with mod stuff. So, better with mods. And I think it's block. Millstone netherrack right here is the one we want. And let's add that. Increase the range. And guys, do you hear that? No, you don't, because it stopped it. Now you can still hear the mill itself. If you want to remove the mill sound, you'd go into add, find the millstone itself, which I think is literally just millstone by itself, and you would block out the actual grinding sound of the right here. I think it's stone grind, maybe? Yes. The stone grind, this is the sound that this thing normally makes. If you guys want to remove it that way, you can also add that. And that'll get rid of that grinding noise that you always hear. But the netherrack stuff is pretty rough. And so is that constant grinding noise. And, you know, it's always good to have that. But we have a bunch more of this netherrack here. So what I want to do is I want to take a few more. Because right here, we almost have enough to make another set, or another one of those ingots. Throw that in there. So now we have 8. And then we'll do another set of 8 here. So that way we don't waste too much of this ground netherrack, because we'll use it later on. Awesome, so we have 16. So all I have to do now is throw that in here and let it turn into a piece of concentrated hellfire. And as you can see, that gets us an advancement and progresses us a little farther along in Better with Mods. And let's take a look at Better with Mods here. So that was one thing that that helped us. What else do we have? It kind of pushed us along here. Hellfire dust. Add a dash of hellfire. I don't know why we didn't complete that. Oh, we totally should get that hellfire dust. That's weird. That's weird that it doesn't complete that. Add just a dash of hellfire dust. I'm thinking probably that's another quest that wants us to do something different. But anyways, that's awesome. We're moving really close, or we're moving really far into some stuff that we're going to have to get into in a little bit. If we take a look at our quest guide here under Better with Mods, you can see that we've completed most of this. Ignore the obsidian, that's going to get removed. But we're fixing to get into the hibachi and bellows. Guys, we are getting pretty close to completing this section. I hope you guys are sticking around and enjoying this. But if we take a look at the hibachi, the hibachi requires some stone, redstone, a heating element, which we're going to have to make. That's why we had to get blaze powder. That was the main focus for that. And then we can do a bellow, which will get us power to be able to turn this hibachi, which is a constant flame, by the way. You use a lever to turn it turns fire on and off on this thing. And then the bellows, when you give it a redstone signal, it will pump air into the onto the hibachi, giving it a hotter flame, which will turn it into a stoked flame, which is something that we're going to get into. But as you can see, it's going to require a little bit of leather, not too much. You know, this is a really easy recipe for the bellow. This gets a little bit harder. This is a spring action bellow, which is a little bit different in how it works. But it's almost automated at that point. But guys, we are doing pretty good. I think we can possibly make the hibachi. It all depends on how quick this goes. We already have a few more things here. Let's go ahead and get some string. I don't think oh, it is hemp fiber. Okay, so it's a piece of hemp fiber. It is a piece of redstone and a piece of blaze. And I think that's in here. Yeah. Oh boy. So we can throw all of these in here as well, and this will work. We have that now, and all we have to do is wait for this to finish doing its thing. After that, we also have... Oh, I thought we had a piece of leather that was in here being scorned, but maybe that got moved? I don't know. Anyways, we can go ahead and throw a lot of this stuff into a chest for later, and for later use. Definitely this ground netherrack. We'll definitely use that later on. That has a lot of uses. And it's one of the main parts of this whole mod. Okay, so we have just about everything done here. We found out a lot. All I want to do, I want to get that hibachi going. So I'm going to need a piece of some stone. 4 stone. And I think it was a piece of redstone. And we're going to need a lever for this thing as well, so that's going to change things. And I think we have just about everything for that. And we have a hibachi, guys. We have a hibachi. Nice. Alright, so this hibachi, we're going to need a lever. And a lever is going to be a little interesting. So it's the same recipe, just it requires a piece of redstone. So you're going to have a stick, redstone, and a piece of cobblestone. It's going to make a lever. Awesome. And let's take the hibachi, and we can kind of see what this thing does. I'm going to slap it down. I'm going to give it a redstone signal. You can see it flames up. Now, if you want to prevent your logs and stuff from, you know, catching on fire, you can do game rule and do fire tick false. And that will shut off fire spread in your single player world. You do need to have commands on, though, for that. Just in case you guys didn't know how to do that. Now you do. So, this is going to work out perfect. We're going to figure out how to get this set up and automated with the bellows. We can also make the bellows. It's not very hard either. We have everything for it. Let's go ahead and take our cut leather that we already had. And we're going to combine that. Get a few more pieces. 2 of those. Because remember, we're going to need that. And we're actually going to need 1 more piece of leather here. And we'll combine that there. We'll get 2. That'll be 3 of those. We have enough for 2 of the belts. And there we go. And we need a wooden gear. That piece, of course, we're missing. So we're going to have to make a gear. Oh no, ow. Ow. By the way, I forgot to mention, that can hurt you. So don't go on it. You can also hurt mobs as well. You can use that thing as mob grinder. It's pretty neat. Okay. So we have everything, I think, now, right? Do we have our half pieces of wood? Oh, no, we don't. We're gonna need to make just 1 more. 1 more set, and I think we're good to go, guys. I really do. I really think, ow. Oh, man, we are hurt. We are hurt bad. Oh, man, I need to quit doing that. I always run into that thing. And it really hurts. And, guys, there we go. We have our bellow. And if we take this and we stick this underground, it's a little bit easier to show it this way. And we get another lever. How hard is getting another lever? Shouldn't be too difficult. We just need a stick. And we'll take that. I wonder if we can do this in any order now. It has to be in a certain order, I guess. We'll take that and let's stick our billow facing this direction. Wrong direction. It actually faces in the direction you're facing. So just like that. And it can go blocks behind. It doesn't have to be directly on this thing. But with this, we turn that on. And if we give this a couple flicks, maybe this has to go through a block? I thought it has to go through a block. Oh wait, no, it has to go through a, it has to go through a lever. Okay. It has to be powered with mechanical power. The same way everything else does. So, oh boy. Remember how earlier I said with the fire tick, you need to check the fire tick? There you go. You can see we just got ash from that. Okay, so the command that I was running, we'll do that. Game rule do fire tick false. And that'll prevent our whole building from burning down because we don't want that. We don't want that to happen. That is a thing that I don't want to happen. But anyways, you get the point. This right here, if it's hooked up to mechanical, I'll show you how to use that next episode. Because right now it's still kind of something that I want to get automated and set up. And right now it has to be done manually. But I'll show you how to use that next episode. So I hope you guys stick around. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.